Welcome to my latest case, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. To start playing, choose either junior or senior detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose tutorial.
Hold on. We're going junior detective because I don't have time for senior
Ned,
detective.
remember Sally McDonald, the woman who took those
Maybe
photos
one
that
day.
Dad has up in his office? Well, she just bought a house in Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. A gangster named Mickey Malone built it back in the 20s as his country getaway. We're talking major fixer-upper. Anyway, last night Sally called and she said she desperately needed my detective skills. She refused to say why over the phone. Naturally, I said I'd drive to Moon Lake immediately. But weird things started happening the moment I pulled up. First, this big tree fell down behind my car and has me totally blocked in. And then I discovered that Sally's gone.
Ooh,
dang. She left a note that suggested something terrible happens
is a good
here
deal.
at night. She's supposed to call me from her car. So here I sit, writing to you while I wait for the phone to ring. It's nighttime, and although part of me is dying to know what frightened Sally away, another part of me is starting to feel a little uneasy. I'll let you know what happens. Ever yours, Nancy.
I remember, I just realized I don't know if I even have a pen. I am so always prepared. I will say, at least today, I actually had the, is this a workable pen? I forgot I had this. Does it have ink in it? Of course not. Of course not. No ink for you. This doesn't have any erasers, so I hope I don't need to erase it. Brain turned to goo. I feel that. I feel that, Liv. I feel like the brain has been goo. I don't know about yours, but I feel like my brain has been goo since the beginning of the month. It's been a weird month. Wonderful and very great things. And also weird. Lordy. Okay, I remember I'm assuming it was the first time I tried to play it. Being scared shitless. The first time I tried to play this game. And just straight up backing out of it. And be like, oh, nope. Creepy falling down house that desperately needs a new paint job. Mice.
Hello?
Okay. Nancy, hi, it's Sally. We have to talk fast because I'm in my car and my cell phone's running low, so we might get cut off. But did you see my note?
Yes, are you all right?
No, I feel awful bailing on you like that. You must think I'm such a flake.
I'm just worried about you. What's wrong?
An unboxing.
I couldn't stand the thought of spending another night there. I knew
my
you
brain
were
has
on your
been
way,
elsewhere.
But it didn't help. I just got too scared.
My brain has been elsewhere for the same reason that I'm pushing the release of the Loch Lomond video back at least a week, potentially 2 weeks. Because, well, it'll be, okay, the Loch Lomond video will come out after the key release. I did not anticipate them saying May 7th. So, yeah. But I did film an unboxing. Okay. Yeah. Or unpackaging? It's not a box. Enveloping? That sounds weird. Anyway.
What's to be scared of? It's so peaceful and quiet here.
Just wait until it gets dark. Then you'll see.
Yes.
What am I saying?
It
Nancy,
is really good.
You shouldn't be there by yourself either. Why don't you just go get in your car and go home? Or drive to Philadelphia. My aunt's got plenty of room.
Which Sleuthy pointed out to me. They found I think it was a Reddit post where someone else noticed that. And I'm like, oh, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Okay, I'm gonna stop now.
No way. You've got me so curious, I wouldn't leave even if I could.
What do you mean?
A tree fell down behind my car just as I was driving up to the house. I'm blocked in.
Oh,
Will
the
I actually
dead
take
maple
notes?
beside the driveway. Oh, they told me it was in danger of falling over when I had the place inspected. I just never got around to doing anything about it. Listen, call M's Emporium. That's a store on the lake. Emily knows everybody. She'll know who to call if she decides to answer her phone.
It's late. Won't the store be closed?
Where's my brain? Okay, look.
Your
I just bought a
brain
little outboard motorboat. I haven't used it yet, but the guy who put it in for me
is
said it
back
should
on
run
March
just
31st.
fine. It's tied up at the dock out front. Just get in it and go. Go anywhere. Just get away from the house.
I think Sally is not afraid of the dogs. I think she was just very distracted by all of April.
I can't just take off in your boat. It's pitch black outside.
Then listen to me. Go around the house and lock all the doors and windows. Do that right now.
Right now.
Sally,
I feel
just
like
tell me why you're so upset.
trying to max out pickpocketing in my Skyrim playthrough.
Out of nowhere. They're outside howling and snarling.
Insane in the membrane. No, I want to listen to that song. That's what I thought of.
Dogs?
Insane in the membrane.
Hello? Did you say dogs? Hello?
Insane in the membrane. Sorry, I'll stop. That's what kind of creeped me out, if I'm honest.
It's stuck.
Okay.
Exterminate!
I do think I want to play that next. I'm excited for that. Okay, I need to like actually get away from this section. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Birds. Always birds. A deer. Doe, a deer. Female deer. A tree. See, this to me is a whoop. Nope. Did anyone look for a second chance? Okay. Nancy 101 idea for a puzzle that appears in multiple games, especially. Ooh. We'll have to do that. I had thought about doing it this like today, but then people voted that I start this. Beginner's trap site, yes. Done that, yeah.
Floorboards.
That, yep, I totally meant to do that. How many times is that gonna happen to me? How many times? Do not.
Gunnar doesn't need friends. Already have two.
No, get out of this section. Jeez Louise. I'm not even knitting right now. How is this happening? Like, how am I still this distracted? I'm not even knitting anything. Okay. Oh. Found the gloves. Can I take the goggles? Or are those just regular glasses? Oh, they're regular glasses. Never mind. Those bananas totally look real. Agua. Okay. That is interesting to me. And so is this. I never really noticed that before. But looking at this kitchen, and especially after reading Mary Berry's autobiography. Is it? Yes, it's an autobiography. She talks about how she got started by teaching people how to use an aga. And I know this isn't an aga, it doesn't actually look like one, but it reminds me of it. And it's very interesting. I find it cool. Okay. I think wait. What is
Leaves that appear on a fresh spring tree make my birth
Oh.
different from the other 3. When swans drift by on shimmering blue, I'm the one who plays in the summer dew. When autumn's call brings out the deer, it is I who howls on mornings clear. And when winter comes and birds take flight, look to me to sleep through the long gray night.
Dear. Autumn. I'm actually taking notes. Be proud of me. It doesn't happen often. Birds. I find it very interesting that they put birds in winter. Like, I know it's because winter, like, is when they start migrating, but I find that very interesting. Because I would more associate...
The moon's so bright, I won't need my flashlight.
I would more associate birds with spring. They are. Ow. Turn and walk goodbye. Okay. Just gonna look around here. In the dark, you know, at night. So that makes total sense.
It's the secret sauce.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Something's out
Okay.
there.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
What you've done.
You do not sound like a
That was
bird.
Strixvaria. At least I think it was. Never know for sure now, will
Angry
I?
than a bull seal on a full moon.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Why is it that this is the only bird that he calls by the scientific name? Why is that? It annoys me. Also, I did just check. That is the barred owl, and it is this area. So far, they have only gotten one bird wrong.
I'm sorry, but you startled me. What are you
Also,
doing
you
out
sounded
here?
nothing like a bird.
Birds. I'm trying to look
Good
for
sir.
birds. What are you doing out
That sounded
here?
nothing like a bird. But you know.
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm staying in this house, and I heard a lot of weird noises, so I came out here to investigate.
That was me, Miss Nancy Drew, calling in birds. And doing a pretty good job of it, too, till you showed
No,
up.
you weren't.
Where'd you come from, anyway?
None of those all. No. What all are you craving? I'm intrigued. I'm trying not to give in to my cravings. I don't need more cake. At least not at the moment. Birds isn't because of the crowded park. It's because he is a terrible bird watcher. He is. It's horrible. Wait, I have 800 points on this Twitch. And wanted to spend it on something. Wait, what? What? I don't know anything about, like, Twitch redeemables. I've heard they are not the best.
I drove in today
Which
from River
kind of
Heights to visit my friend Sally McDonald.
Now,
Is
why would you
unfortunate.
want to do a thing like that? The Malone house is no place for one young woman, let
I
alone
wish that
two.
you could use points to, like, sub for a month. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. But sort of like the prime sub. What do you know about the...
What do you know about the woman living here?
I talked to her a couple of times. But you know, the last time I saw her, she wasn't doing so good. She acted real anxious, scared.
What do you think was scaring her?
Ooh.
The dogs of Mickey Malone.
How do you...
Legend goes that when Malone was finally arrested and hauled away, his 4 dogs went running off into the woods and were never seen again. People would just hear them
Interesting.
howling like their hearts were broken every night until one by one, they all died.
That'd be pretty cool.
But every time someone tries living in the
hot
Malone
dogs,
house,
mac and
back
cheese,
they
like
come.
good mac and cheese, fries, cheeseburger. Okay. Do you like baked mac and cheese? Or do you prefer stovetop mac and cheese? And I don't mean like box, I mean like all homemade. I know you, girl. But like, which do you prefer? Beef, cheese, and salt. Amen.
Are you saying
That all
Sally's
sounds
house
delicious.
is haunted by ghost dogs?
Every night.
Manually
ever
add
since
the
she
points to
moved
their
in,
accounts,
you
but
could
it
hear 'em
works.
howling. And some nights the dogs
I may have
would
to get
appear
with you.
outside the house, running around,
I may have to get with you
snarling
guys.
and barking and throwing themselves at the
'Cause
doors and windows. And then they'd be gone. They're buried in the cemetery just beyond the house, you know.
And Hunter Glue Hunter, I think Liv uses... Well, I know Liv uses Dixper. So I assume that those are the effects that you're talking about. I don't know anything about Dixper, and I honestly don't remember my login for Dixper, even though I technically have a Dixper. Oh no, I used it with my church. Ignore me. I need to like log into Dixper and like mess with some of her streams. I haven't done that yet.
The dogs would attack her house?
It's like they don't want anybody but Malone living there. I guess they don't know he's dead. And so are they.
Did they ever attack Sally?
She never gave them the chance.
Oh
After
my
the
gosh,
first
my
attack, she
shoulder.
stopped going out at night.
Love all mac and
Just
cheese.
locked
I
the
don't
doors
like
when it
make
got dark
baked
and
mac and
sat
cheese
tight
much,
until morning.
so I love it when I get it.
Why haven't the police investigated?
This isn't New York City, Miss Nancy Drew. All they got around here is one officious little park ranger. And all Jeff Akers does is sit around all day trying to figure out how he can get himself transferred out of here to a bigger park.
I don't know that that's what he does. I think he cares a lot about, like... my husband makes really good baked mac and cheese, but I always feel so bad because my kids who love mac and cheese... Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Kiddo 2 would probably eat it. Kiddo 1, she's just like... nose up in the air. She will not eat that mac and cheese, even though it is delicious. I'm like, girl, come on. This is so good. I will eat this entire 9x13 pan if you don't eat it. Please eat some. And she's like, no. And she wants Easy Mac. And I'm like, for the love of all that is. But anyway, and he's like, I made this
I just come to Moon Lake in the spring to look for birds.
Yeah.
Got an
I don't think he
observation
uses
just up the
breadcrumbs.
path, kinda my base camp.
I will say that. And
I've got a little
I definitely
outboard
get that. It
down
kind
there
of
on the
dries
lake.
it out, if I'm honest.
Left my car at the big dock up
Putting
late.
breadcrumbs on top.
Don't really need it.
Ooh, French toast and bacon.
Are those the ghost dogs?
Yes, ma'am.
Liv, I'm
Which is
jealous.
why I think it would be a good idea if I went my merry way and you got yourself back
jealous.
inside that house.
Yes!
The water in Sally's well
should.
needs to be tested. How do I do that?
Get a sampling
Hot
kit from Jeff
Kool-Aid.
Akers. Ranger
Yes.
station's on the east side of the lake. Good luck, Miss Nancy Drew.
Okay, okay. Okay. Hold on. I don't... Hold on. Okay. Jeez.
This is not good.
Seriously though! Oh my gosh. Also, this is hilarious to me. Right? Considering like how this is actually done. Like, considering how like we find out later this is actually like done. Seeing this and seeing them up close and not seeing the way that it's done, if you get my drift, is hilarious and absurd. Just the entire, it's funny. It's funny. Not any less logical than the wolf causing it. The wolf poisoned the, what is it? Was it potato salad? Pasta salad? I feel like it was potato salad. The wolf poisoned the potato salad. The dogs were attacking the cabin. Okay, question. I think I know the answer, but I want to be sure because the Daleks are like the most well-known. Are you a Doctor Who fan? I must know. Scarfing down some crackers. Nice. Because the guests are all wolfing down the potatoes. Yeah. Wolfing down. Wolfing
The boat's
down.
full of water.
Oh, shoot.
I need to bail out the boat.
Boo. Okay, I would just like to say,
Looks like paw prints.
after playing, I can't remember which Miss Clue game it was. They're all behind a paywall now, which is understandable. They need to pay the people that made that game. I am amazed that it was free for as long as it was. But there's one that has a very similar thing, if I remember correctly. You have a boat, it has water in it, there's a hole in the bottom or something. But every piece of dialogue is so flat. There's water in the bottom of the boat. I should not hate on these Clue games. They fill the void, but it
The spark
just...
plug is missing.
Oh no! But that's what it made me think of. Oh. Oh, you make me sad. But you know what? There is always time. You're good. Well, and oh no, Daniela. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please tell me that, oh, thank God. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 5. Manually dialing 10-digit phone numbers. Shout out to Arglepump.
Hello?
Okay, good.
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, did you see them? Did you see the dogs?
Yes, I did, and I can understand why you left. They were pretty frightening. But if it's okay with you, I'd really like to stay and get to the bottom of whatever's going on. That's why you asked me here in the first place, right?
Yes, but Nancy, are you sure?
Positive. Consider Detective Drew officially on the case.
I wish I were even half the trooper you are, Nancy. I have such high hopes for that house. All the beauty there, the wildlife.
Did
all
it scare
the
you?
pictures I was going to take.
Did it scare
was
you,
breaking
Carly,
my
like
heart
iCarly?
to have to give it up.
Ooh. Okay. Here's the thing. If you start somewhere, unless you are accustomed to, like, the television of that era, I would not recommend starting with Classic Who, okay? Don't start with the 60s, unless you're accustomed to television of that time period, okay? If you are, great, awesome, you may love that. But a lot of people aren't accustomed to it, so I wouldn't start there. It's so scary, but it's so good. So good. Hold on. I can't do that because I'm in dialogue. Well, Sally, you can wait a sec. So a lot of people like David Tennant. It just kind of depends on what you like. If you like something goofy, like really goofy, I would start with 9, who's Christopher Eccleston. That's literally starting at the beginning of New Who. It's available on, I think right now it's still available on HBO Max, I believe. Yes! Wait a minute, which twin is talking? Hoovians? I need a list. I need a list of all of my Whovian streaming friends. And like Twitch and IG peoples. Come on. But I knew Maggie. Twins. Daniela. Okay. My favorite Doctor at the moment. Thank you, Celeb. Thank you. Thank you so much. My favorite Doctor at the moment, who I really love, is Peter Capaldi. Because he has a really good mix, and I think it's because he grew up watching Classic Who. He has a really good mix and a lot of callbacks to Classic Who without being Classic Who, if you get my drift. Yeah, he has a lot of callbacks, especially in his style. It's great. 9 for goofiness, yes. Witch Doctor's 10. Now, I will say this, 9 is only in 1 season. That's a whole thing. But 9's only in 1 season, so honestly, you could start with 9 and like, it's a little bit harder to get through because it is so campy. It's a lot campier than later modern era seasons, but no. The first season is the 9th Doctor of New Who. I want to say that David Tennant was on for 2 or 3 seasons. I want to say 3. Matt Smith had a couple, Peter Capaldi had a couple, and Jodie Whittaker had a couple. So, didn't care for Peter Capaldi, which was when I stopped watching. Yeah, he grew on me. I was not a huge fan at first, but over time, and I think honestly it's because he kind of really started to embody and like show a lot more of callbacks. And plus he has excellent speeches. The Zygon Invasion and Zygon Inversion, so good. But again, my favorite Doctor ends up just being who I'm feeling like watching at the moment. Which I guess, if I go by that, then that'd be Matt Smith at the moment. But does he have excellent boiled potatoes? You know, that is a very good question. Nancy Hannah, hi! Hi, thank you for stopping by. I need to watch more of your streams. I fail at that. I fail at life. But oh my gosh, all of this Doctor Who talk makes me so happy. Okay.
I need you to tell me everything you can about those dogs.
They're black and they have yellow glowing eyes and they don't like me one bit.
When's the first time you saw them?
Well, let's see.
I honestly
heard
have been
them the very
actively
first night I was
avoiding
here. I heard them
streams
almost
today
every night
because I
howling
needed to
in the
get stuff
distance.
done, and I got
I didn't
almost the
actually
entire
see them
kitchen cleaned
until I'd
today,
been here
which was
about a
nice.
week. After that,
I've
they started appearing pretty much every other
been
night.
a little bit, what's the word? Yeah. My brain just like stopped for a second. I can't think of the word. I'll think of it soon. That is really bugging me. I'll try to check out 9 first, and then 10 and 11, if I can find where to watch them. I remember them being on HBO Max. I believe they're still on there. Yes! Nancy Hannah! Heck yeah! That's exciting. If you have HBO Max, they're on that. Which, if not, I know you can purchase them on Amazon Prime. So chill. I wish I was super duper chill. I am chill because it's the end of the day and I'm tired. Burnt out. That was it. I've been burnt out lately. That's the word I was gonna look for. In general. You don't have I wish that, honestly, I'm a little bit mad at streaming services because they keep moving everything around. It was on Prime at one point.
Come to think of it,
Fully available on Prime.
running up to the house, barking and
at one point it was on Netflix.
They'd lunge at the windows, they'd
and they
jump
keep
up
moving
on the door,
it.
they'd run around
And
bark some
now
more,
all the new
then
stuff
they'd
will
run
be on
off.
Disney
What are
Plus.
you getting at?
These attacks seem to involve a lot of choreography, which
how do you
reinforces
learn
my
from
theory
me?
that you're not being randomly attacked by a pack of wild dogs, but by dogs who've been trained by someone
Stream
determined
later
to
when
scare
you're
you out of
tired.
your house at Moon Lake.
Who would want to do that? My closest neighbor lives 2
I'm
miles
just
away.
silly when I'm
My
tired.
property
That's
is surrounded by the state park,
that's
but
the thing.
it's off season,
I'm
so
silly
hardly
when I'm tired.
anybody is in the park. In fact, I bet I talked to a total of 3
If
people the whole 4 weeks I was at Moon Lake.
No, you're good. You're good. In real, not just putting on a show or making a big production. Because I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't feel like people need to think that I know what I'm doing. Does that make sense? Legit, like, don't know what I'm doing, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want people to think I know what I'm doing, and then have their, like, expectations super high, and then it's just, like, come crashing down. Rather be like, let the expectation be, like, down here. And then if I do better than that, surprise them. You know? Where'd my pencil? Case in point. I love how I named this stream Tweet, and I'm probably not even gonna get to the birds.
Which 3 people?
Let's see, the park ranger, I forget his name.
Yeah, exactly.
Emily Griffin, she's the one who owns that store I told
Plus,
you about.
like,
And I ran into this bird watcher
during these, like, on
had a funny name.
3/4 of the time
Red
I'm
Knot.
knitting. Tonight
I run
I'm
into
not,
him
because
too.
Other than people
what I
may
really
have
want to
gone
work on is
slugs
something I
or
can't
while
show you
getting
guys
gas
yet.
or something, I swear those are the only people I've talked to at Moon Lake.
But hold on. Spark plug.
Your outboard motorboat is missing a spark plug. Is there one around here by any chance?
I wouldn't know a spark plug if I swallowed one whole.
Yeah.
But you need that boat, Nancy. Right now, it's your lifeline. You can't
I
use
cannot
your car,
show
and
you.
believe me, you
I
can't
cannot show
walk
you.
anywhere because
But
all the paths around the house.
I mean, I could, but I'm not going to yet.
Horrible brush.
It's
You've
not
got
done
to
yet.
get it fixed. Wait a minute. The
And I
bird
want it to be
watcher,
done
he's got a boat.
before I show you
Maybe you
guys.
could borrow his spark plug or something. Go down the path that's to the right as you look out toward the lake from the house, and you'll eventually see his observation platform. Try him at night. He never seems to be around during the day.
Who did you say I should call about getting rid of that tree?
Emily Griffin. She doesn't bother answering her phone sometimes, so don't call her. Go see her. Her store's on the west side of the lake. And
Good night, Nancy Hannah.
Em's Emporium is something else.
Nancy Hannah, tune into not Monday because I'm taking next week off, but the following Monday, so the 6th, to find out what I've been working on. Anyway.
How do I go about getting your water tested?
Try the ranger station on the east side of the lake.
Trying to remember, was this the first game to full on task list? Is there a task list? What? I'm sorry, task list? What are the words coming out of my mouth? task list. Is there a task list in this game? I don't know.
Talk to you later.
I don't think
Keep me
there
posted.
is. PDA. Guys, I forgot that that existed. This exists. Uh-huh. But see, I don't think this counts because nothing gets checked off. It's just notes, yeah. So it's kind of like a mix, but it's like I may as well just do my hand. Okay, so because I wasn't listening to what she was saying, because Doctor Who, don't drop your pencil. Jeez Louise. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, in the House of Dark? Well, they already did attack. Testing kit. Okay. Testing kit. Okay. I feel like these are like completely out of order. Am I crazy for thinking that? Okay. Spark. Plug. Right. I love that Red Knot is a bird. I love that. He's named after a bird. I love whoever. This is cute. This is cute. I like this. And I've never noticed it. I love it. It's great. Okay. Anyway. Wait, I can call people from this? Oh, no. It just, I would say, I'm like, what? Call people from PD? I do not remember that being in real life. Okay. Do not click on that. Jeez Louise. Actually, hold on. Can I click on the boards?
This doesn't look very safe.
I can. I wonder if now she will, like, pick up boards. She already picked up one. Ignore me. You know? Why do I feel like I about pointed at my screen? I feel like this also shows up in Shadow Range. Car is the first time task list. Nice. Okay. Okay. So, nighttime, right? Why is he, okay. For someone who wants to be bird watching, he must only be looking for owls. Because he's only out at night. Like, bro. Do you have issues with insomnia? Is that what's going on? Or did you, like, work night shift for decades of your life and your body just got used to being up at night? First game to have a huge exterior environment. Yes! I love it. I love it.
Please, just call me Nancy.
I will if you keep your voice down. I just heard a cerulean warbler.
I'm gonna fact check everything that he does now. We do get warblers here, but... Ooh, wait. There it is. Okay. Hold on. What time of year? Okay. So far, so good. Ooh, I need to draw a sword. He's so scary, I'm sorry. He's...
Really? Are they rare?
Something tells me they're gonna be with you around. You didn't come up here to chit-chat, did you?
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. I am so... I'm so excited for Key, guys. Oh, okay.
Do you know much about outboard motors?
Sure do.
I'm just really excited to see what they look like.
Only type of motorized vehicle that's allowed on Moon Lake.
I mean, I know we saw the trailer.
Heck, if it were up to me, I'd ban them too. Have everybody get around by canoe. Nothing like the threat of physical activity to keep tourists away.
That all parts of that trailer are from the same point in development. I feel like some portions were earlier, but I could be wrong. Good night, Joyful Mystery Writer. Have a good night, and thank you for stopping by.
You're not exactly a people person, are you?
I came to see birds, not people.
I ask
the more people there are in a forest, the fewer birds there are. It's a fact of life. Reason I like to come here is because nobody else does.
Yes!
It's perfect. Not
because it's insanely awesome.
Or motel for miles.
You don't happen to have any spare spark plugs lying around, do you?
What's a
either that
like you know about spark plugs?
The only other thing I can think of is if some of the parts that looked like a lower quality were screenshotted with settings for like, I'm trying to think of how to word it. Basically like either different points in development or on different computers with different settings, if that makes sense. So maybe they tested it for different computers for spec reasons and got different footage from those. But honestly, I think it's just different points in development. But I don't know. You know. It is hard to determine true in-game quality. I love that they edited the footage that way, though, because, like, it's great to have just gameplay footage, but to have some that, like, makes it look cinematic, even if, like, you don't actually get that, especially with the characters. Like, if you don't actually get that angle of the characters, because it doesn't make sense for an AC to be, like, on the ground looking up, like, hi! That doesn't make sense. But it makes sense in a trailer to see the characters like that. And it hypes them up, and I love it. Oh, so good. Since the new announcement, the negative feelings they had were gone completely. So I'm thinking, oh, yes. Oh my gosh.
I have to know that the engine on Sally's boat is missing one, and that I'm going to be stuck here unless and until I replace it.
I might
the marketing team.
After all, I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
A raise. They deserve a raise, and I hope they get a raise if it's feasible. I have no clue if that's feasible for the company, but that'd be great. The puzzles and story are solid. It could be one of the best games in the series. Heck yes! I hope so. They're recording. Yeah, I just figured that was a possibility. Not necessarily a probability, but a possibility. I'm pretty stoked. And I think, hold on. Red, you're creepy. Why are you being creepy?
You mean you have a spark plug I could buy?
Well, just so happens I've got 2 spark plugs right here in my pocket. Question is, if I give you one, what do I get for it?
I'm sorry.
Cash, but maybe you could take a few pictures for me. Know how to use a digital camera?
I'm sorry. He really should have said, maybe you should take a few bird pictures for me. Or, like, led this part of the conversation with, I really want to get some footage of the birds that I'm trying to bird watch. Can you please help me by taking pictures of said birds, and then I will give you the spark plug. Because otherwise... Maggie, I cannot with this man. I mean, an older man who is only out at night, stuck in a tree, outside of a woman's house. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is questionable. I'm not sorry. This is questionable. Do not fall for this. Do not do this. Thank you. But we're going to because it's Nancy Drew.
Sure. What would you like me to take pictures of?
Birds, of course. There's a couple of birds I'm supposed to take pictures of for PepSob.
Oh,
That's People
Lordy.
for the Preservation and Study of Birds. You can recognize them by their songs, which are on this tape,
Always at
which
night.
I'll play on my cassette player, which you're gonna have to get from M's Emporium as soon as you get your boat fixed.
Just a forewarning, an ad is starting in 2 minutes. Okay. I can handle it.
Sounds good.
You're still
Here's everything you
creepy.
need. M's Emporium is up lake on the west side. Not that I'm trying to get you out of my hair.
I have drunk
or anything,
more water today
but
than I
try
have
not to come pestering me till you're done.
per day
okay?
in the last
One more thing.
solid
You smoke?
So still not the amount I'm supposed to, but doing a little bit better today.
Only when I'm on fire.
Oh, you're a spunky one, aren't you? Well, these woods may not look it, but they're tinder dry. One lit match, and the best bird habitat on the East Coast will go up in smoke.
Accurate.
So watch what you do, because if anything like that happens, I won't be looking for birds anymore. I'll be looking for you. Watch yourself out there.
Although one thing I will say is that if I remember correctly, April is not on... I mean, it makes sense either way. But if I remember correctly, April is not on the list of months for... what? Is it... Oh, for the love of... Liv, are you in... Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay. We're good. Hold on. I have to open the game again. Streamlabs being silly. Like, I understand why it did that. Why it held thing. But also, Automod does not understand context or the fact that that is also a name of a human that existed. Lordy. Sorry. Okay. So I need... Oh, okay, so he gave me the spark plug already. Thank goodness. Okay, the ad's gonna start in a minute, so I apologize for that. For the people who... But I'm also still not used to having ads. It's gonna be 3-minute ads, which... It blocked Hunter Clue Hunter's Red Knot Gives Me Dick Cheney vibes. You know why it blocked that? Do you know why it blocked it? It blocked it because Red Knot is a creep. It's creepy. Yeah. Okay. Why did I? Oh, okay. I can go over here. I'm just gonna do this now. This now. Because I'm going to... Okay, one thing I don't like... One, because it doesn't make any sense at all. Which is that Red Knot is only available at night. It doesn't make sense from a birdwatching perspective.
I gotta have some torque.
They really should have explained what Anyway. But it doesn't make sense from that perspective, but it also doesn't make... It's just annoying to have to, like, that often go back and forth. Did I thought... Oh, I do have a screwdriver. Thank you! Oh, thank you for the raid. Hello, everybody. I am kind of playing this game.
I better be careful.
Oh, jeez. Wait, why? Is it because Red Knot is probably somewhere in this forest? Creepy creeper. Jeez. Okay.
Exterminate!
Exterminate! Exterminate! Here come the trash pandas. I love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. And welcome. Welcome. I keep wanting to, like, already...
Where are all the birds?
Where are all the birds? Whose shoe is this? Thank you! Thank you for the follow. I don't think I've ever heard her whistle.
It's the secret sauce.
Interesting. Okay, somewhere. This is bugging me. This is my thing! I need to know!
Well, aren't you the pretty spider plant?
Missed it.
Shit. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I love how, like, she takes note of where the red bird was, also known as the cardinal. But what she doesn't do, like, is, I don't understand why she doesn't expect them to, like, go elsewhere in the forest. You know? Kind of silly. Log. Okay, let's... I didn't mean to pick that up. Let's do it this way. Oh shit! No! Damn it. Okay, sorry. I cuss here. If you don't like it, I apologize, but actually I don't apologize because it's my channel! What? Okay. I'm gonna get lost in these. This thing.
Scared it.
That bird. Okay. 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 I'm gonna pause for a rant. I'm gonna pause for a rant. Okay. That was a Western tanager. Okay. I partially understand. Thank you guys for following the birds. The freaking birds. Okay. As a bird watcher, that bird doesn't come to this area.
These look like dog tracks.
It's a Western tanager. Western. As in West Coast. Western. U.S. What they should have used, if they wanted to go for a tanager, which they probably didn't, they were just going for color. But if they wanted to go for a tanager, scarlet tanager, as you see in my chat. But if they wanted to go by color, like, look at, like, if they wanted the orange...
The time is a strict progression of cause to effect, but actually...
They say yellow, but...
It's more like a big ball of
if they wanted to go for, like, the orangey yellow, go for a Baltimore Oriole. It's the right time of year. Like,
Already have two.
also, they're gorgeous. And they have the black on their wings. just like the Western Tanager does. They had options and they chose violence. And that's not right. And it bugs the crap out of me. And I can't help but feel like that guy's lost. Just like I am in these woods. Okay. That's the log. Okay. We're gonna go across, right? Why did I click on that? I don't know. And then we're gonna go to the left. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. I should stop. I don't know how. Okay, I need to talk to someone about camouflage. I am a little bit murdered, yes. Just a little bit. I don't know everything. At all. At all. But I do know things. I mean, for the love of God, like, you don't have to know a whole lot of birds to hear Western Tanager and know where this game takes place and be like, excuse me? But Google was not nearly as robust in 2000. Okay. However, just buy a book. Birds of Pennsylvania. I don't know. Birds of Eastern US. It's a very list. I need to share that reel again. And I need to bring them back. Oh my gosh, why can I not go anywhere? There we go.
You find all the birds?
No. I found
some birds, but no matter how quiet I am, I've been scaring other birds away.
You
before
have
I
not
can take
been
their
quiet.
picture. What am I doing wrong?
You're wearing those clothes. That's
We
what
were
you're
always
doing
told to go
wrong.
west, young man.
You need to blend in, like me. Go back over to M's tacky tourist
Little
trap and
rebel.
get yourself some camouflage gear. Only sensible thing that money grubber carries.
Ooh. Ooh. Crochet project. I'm intrigued. Okay. M's tacky tourist trap.
See you in a while.
No hurry.
Why do I find that funny? Also, why is it not giving me loyalty? Why is it not doing that? Is Streamlabs? Hold on. Hold on. Pause. Pause. Streamlabs, why are you being silly? Ah, okay. Hold on. We're good. Try again. It should be okay now. This is the downside of me like having, like turning that stuff off, those like timers and commands off for the reading streams, because I forget to turn them back on, which is another reason why after this book I'm going to move it to a recorded version. Sorry about that, Lauren. Okay, so yeah, I hate that I have to like, it kind of gives me the same vibes as Deadly Device, where, or rather, I guess I should say that Deadly Device gives the same vibes as this. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I'm sorry it wasn't working before. It's because I'm silly and had forgotten to turn that one back on. Nope. But it gives me the same vibes as Ooh, wait. Deadly device, in that, like, you have to... That should be good. Okay. Right? Yeah. You can only talk to certain people at certain times. Okay, I have that, right? Yeah, okay. M's Emporium. Oh, thank God. Okay. Some binary DNA system too. It's been a solid minute. It's been a solid minute since I played that. I need to play it again. I wouldn't mind doing like a game 1 to game 34 playthrough sequence, but at the same time it would take me forever. Ages.
Hey there! Welcome to M's Emporium. I'm Emily Griffin.
I don't know what I'm having for dinner. But I'm currently eating peaches and ice cream. Ooh, peaches and cream ice cream. Ooh. That sounds delicious. We have a local ice cream shop that sells peach ice cream, like homemade peach ice cream. It's so good. It's so good.
I need to find somebody with a chainsaw, and
Yes,
Sally
you're
McDonald
over here,
suggested I talk
yes.
to you.
Sally McDonald, huh?
Well,
You a friend of hers?
and like, I'm not, like, I don't keep a walkthrough beside me. And I usually forget to take notes. So like, mainly because I just find, I want to enjoy it, and I find it more fun not to just buzz through most of the puzzles. I'm not a speedrunner. I don't, that gives me anxiety. The thought of doing that just kind of,
Yes,
but
my name's Nancy Drew. I'm in town visiting her.
Now,
I just
what's she
realized she
doing
looks like she's
inviting
wearing a
guests
sweater
out to
under
that
that.
old dump?
Which reminds me, the sweaters in the key trailer have so much detail. It makes me happy. Oh, you're good, Liv. The whole scoop menu, yes.
As it turns out, I'm there by myself. The dog scared her off.
But
I told her.
so like I don't have
said,
anything to
Sally,
go off that with.
that old house
with,
is gonna be nothing
with
but
that.
trouble. And sure enough,
So it's like it would
sounds
take
have
so
come
long.
back. Just when we
Yeah.
all thought they were finally resting in peace.
Yeah, exactly. Ones that I've like you play pretty often. There are some puzzles that if I really don't want to sit there forever, or if I've been playing a game for a hot minute, like honestly, by the end of some of the games that I've streamed, like I'm just like, okay, I think I want a change of scenery now, so I'm going to like use more
When
of
was
that.
the last time they appeared?
Seems like they show up every time somebody buys the place. So the last time would have been 10, 15 years ago.
That's kind of the thing I like about what I normally stream on Mondays, because while I started with Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, trying to do that start to finish, I've actually more enjoyed jumping from game to game, because I get more of a variety, and I'm not like, these games are not boring. I would like to clarify that. These games are not boring. However, when playing it for practically a month or over a month, sometimes I just want to play something different. You know? Yeah, strange man prowling around.
Last night. He called himself Red Knot.
The bird watcher. Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo
Yes,
food he
twins.
eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
Sorry. More into watching birds than
It
hugging
seemed to
trees.
me that he
Agreed.
was more into watching birds than hugging trees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, whatever.
Well,
One
and
thing's
like,
for sure, he's gonna wind up with a dose of buckshot in his hind end if he keeps tramping through people's yards making noises like he just popped out of a UFO.
first off, that was a little bit violent, ma'am. And also, noises like you popped out of a UFO. I'm sorry, but that's accurate. Yes. Hunter Clue Hunter, when I technically haven't even finished streaming Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. That was the first Hot Mug Monday game that I did. And by the end of it, I was getting so frustrated. And I was just like, I am not coming back to this next week. I need to take a break from this game. I kept dying in the same exact area, and I'm like, I'm not. I rage quit. And it was in like the last place that I needed. Yes. And I was just like, I am not right now. I cannot right now. So
sauce.
hate the feeling of rushing through a game. Yes. Gray matter. I feel like that's on my wish list. Take our time reminiscing over the game that we haven't played in forever. Nice.
Mr.
Okay.
Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh, yeah, I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten.
Now,
and
I will
left it here.
say this. Like, I
What else
don't
can I do you for?
think this is why she hates him. I don't think she hates him because he's creepy, but he is creepy, and so I understand that she hates him. I think she actually hates him for other reasons that I'm not going to spoil in case anyone watching this has not played this game. So, let's see.
There's a
There we
large
go.
tree blocking Sally's driveway. Do you
Yeah.
know of anyone who can come out and clear it away?
Thank you for
I'll get Tucker Davis
following.
to take care of it. Gotta
Thank
warn
you so
though.
much.
Tucker tends to do things in his
I
own
almost had to walk
sweet
away from Cap
time.
last night because we're not as back. Yes. Ooh. That one. I think during my stream I lucked into that. Like, I lucked into that. Getting that. Because it does not happen. If I do end up streaming, I'd want to format it so that I have a day and night playthrough. Yeah! Yes! Yes. Please. Am I subscribed or following you? I don't want to exit. I don't want to like click out of this game. I dropped my phone. I don't want to click out of this game, so I'm just gonna look on here. I don't know if I'm following you. Am I following you? I don't know. No, I want to like go. Jeez Louise. I'll look later. But I do want to do that. I want to follow you because if you stream, I want to check your streams out, man. I think like
These so-called ghost dogs.
if
get
you start
very
streaming, I
real
think you would have like a
pop-ups.
really
I saw some near
interesting,
the cemetery
some
that's
really
by the
interesting
Malone house.
commentary.
Have you ever been there?
Also, I think it would just be
Can't
like
say
really
as
fun.
I have. Poking around cemeteries ain't exactly a hobby with me.
Where do you find your antiques, ma'am?
Where do you find your...
I'm playing with a Lego books.
Achoo!
Bless you. It's all the
Yes.
dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
Ooh, agreed, Maggie. All of the mystery games. I need some recommendations for mystery games for after. I know it's going to be a hot minute before I finish all of these games, but I need some mystery game recommendations for when I do get through all of these. Also, just
Some of
for
those old
clarification
bottles are beautiful.
regarding
Where'd you
tea,
get them?
Found
I
'em.
will not
See,
be
back
streaming
in
my
the
first
days of
playthrough
Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be party
because
central. Only way to get to and from
First
back then was by
playthrough,
boat. And when those boats
I
dumped,
am
on
holding
account of bad
sacred.
weather or bad driving or the feds suddenly showing up, well, everything from
But
diamond
I will
necklaces to
stream it at
full
some
bottles
point.
of
It's just
illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
I may stream it like, I don't know, at least a month after it comes out. I want to give people a chance to play it themselves, you know? I want to see you try Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. Oh geez. Is it a good game or is it one that's gonna like really aggravate me? Oldies and goodies ranging from E to M for classic point and click. I was thinking Jordan I could play one of the older FBI murder mysteries. Yeah, like send me some DMs. Let me know. Let me know because or I don't know, does Steam allow for like game recommendations? Like recommend to this person for their wish list or something. I don't know. I know Goodreads is like that, so I don't know. I don't know. Thank you for following. Thank you guys. Okay, so it's Finders Keepers. I feel like it's
Finders
not.
Keepers, huh?
That's right. See, recovering
I
objects
feel
from the
like
lake
it's-
bed is illegal.
Mm.
According to Squeaky
Sweetheart.
Bill Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its delicate
Sweetheart.
eco-balance. So thanks mostly to his constant squawking, the state banned it.
I think maybe just in general, what you're doing is frowned upon
Are you saying
by
you
the
acquired
law.
this stuff illegally?
Well, of
So
course
you
not.
probably
It's been
shouldn't.
all washed up on shore.
I find that hard to believe.
Sounds
Sweetheart.
like you aren't
I
real
really
fond
do.
of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap.
As
Now,
much
I
as
got
I'd like to
nothing
stream
against
a
getting more
blind key
customers in here,
playthrough, it's
mind
going to be
you.
special because
But I kind of like
yes.
Moon Lake the way it is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers,
So
why, there's
cool.
nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one
No, you're
big,
good.
noisy, jam-packed state park.
Yeah, and welcome. That's so cool. I don't really have like anyone in my family who plays these games. Literally like the people I know who play these games are here. Basically.
Why
But
would he want that?
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around. Makes
my
them
brother
feel
likes to play
important.
like larger
So if the park
games.
got way bigger and was crawling
Larger,
with tourists,
fancier games.
why, instead of giving out maybe one ticket for littering every 2 days,
Like he's asked
he'd be
me,
giving
he's
out
told me I should
12
play
tickets every 2
Hogwarts
hours.
Legacy like
He'd
5
be in
billion
heaven.
times.
Well,
I cannot
hey,
tell you.
I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours
And
truly.
he recommended Baldur's Gate 3, but I also like I've heard some content things about that game. I'm like, I don't. Do I want to? I don't know. But I don't have it, so I don't want to buy it unless I'm certain that I will actually want to play it, you know?
Guess I'll see you later.
Yodelay-hee-hoo.
A laptop to our TV. Yes! Yes, I used to do that in college. And it's so fun. The only thing that really sucked is like, when, like, because I have vivid memories, obviously because it was college, it wasn't that long ago. Jeez, you're not that old, Elizabeth. Okay, anyway, Lordy. Trying to play some of the games, doing that, but then I would end up having to get up because I would have to type something. And I'm like, dang it. I was hoping I wouldn't have to get up. Show more of the games with my mom, but she has, wait, no. Hold on. Go back, I want to see that. Play them already, okay. Beep. Yeah, they're, The only game, obviously aside from Key, that I have not fully played is Secrets Can Kill the original, but I've started it. But it's a lot more involved because there is no task list at all. Bluetooth mouse keyboard. I didn't have a Bluetooth keyboard. I had a Bluetooth mouse, but not a Bluetooth keyboard. That's smart. BG3 is a massive game. Oh, very overwhelming for a beginner gamer like me. Yeah. Thankfully, my partner was able to help me with the more confusing stuff. Yeah, I haven't played Hogwarts Legacy yet because I'm kind of worried about that because it's, from what I understand, it's more free roam. It's a different game than I'm used to playing because my brother tried to get me into Skyrim and I could not get into it. Like I still can't. I have it. He got it for me. And I still do not. I don't play it. It's probably very good, but I don't play it. It's overwhelming, frankly. And I'm worried that Hogwarts Legacy will be that way, but I'm hoping that it's not. I love Harry Potter with, there's a little bit of tough love in there, but I love Harry Potter. But I am really worried that there was a game that I remember, shoot. Was it God of War? Is that what it was? Like, I loved that was probably the first game that I watched someone play that had really incredible graphics. And it was interesting because I don't think it was the first. It was like one of those games. It was interesting to me that it like zoomed out and it was very cinematic in that way. But also some of the content, I'm like, this was obviously geared toward teenage boys who are heterosexual, you know? And I'm like, this is annoying. But that's honestly the issue that I have with some of like the games that I keep getting recommended by some people. And I'm just like, why do you think that would interest me? Why do you think it would interest me? Well, I'm gonna have to find the Lego book because that's the kiddo ones. Oof, I would not recommend Baldur's Gate. Yeah. I'm hoping that it's mainly just I haven't played a lot of any of that stuff. So okay. There is a lot. Okay. Yeah, no interest in Skyrim. Yeah. I'm just kind of meh. Now, one thing I'm trying to remember what it is actually called. I can picture some of the gameplay. I'll think of it later. But there's one game that my husband likes to play that is interesting because he's told me before that like it's a series, and what you do and what you end up doing in the first game or in like one game you can input into another game, and like at the beginning, so that it's like linear and affects everything, which is really interesting to me. Like your decisions actively affect things, and you experience that when playing it, which is interesting. But it also seems kind of overwhelming to me because it seems like such a big game. But
Are you talking about Mass Effect?
yeah, I am.
I'm wearing a Mass Effect shirt.
You are wearing a Mass Effect shirt. Do you want to show off your Mass Effect shirt real quick? Mass Effect. Mass Effect. He told me that. Mass Effect. He bought Mass Effect
I probably shouldn't
Andromeda.
mess around with this without Ranger Aker's permission.
Yes, Mass Effect. You were right. Would you be interested in a black and white mystery game where you play as a 19th century insurance broker hired to assess what happened to the crew and passengers of a mysterious ship? That sounds interesting to me. That sounds pretty cool. Literally, dude, you guys need to like send like DM me on Instagram. Send me your recs. I can't. Why can't I? Can't, this should be a second chance. Come on. I could fiddle with that, right? Come on. And you should play Return of the Obra Dinn. Ooh. That sounds very interesting. And it kind of... What is the series? It's in my brain. My brain is not like coming up with words tonight.
Hello, can I help you?
Elizabeth Peters is the author. There's a book series that for some reason that the name of that game reminds me of her book series.
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm visiting the woman who bought the old
Jeez,
Malone place,
please.
Sally McDonald. Do you know
I don't know
her?
what's going
Sally
on with my
McDonald?
shoulder today, but
Yes,
Lord.
I've had occasion to write her up once or twice.
What do you mean, write her up?
She littered. Food items, as I recall. An apple core, crust of bread, something like that. She tried to
I'm
argue that
sorry.
the animals would eat them, but litter is litter. And besides, feeding the wildlife is also
I'm
illegal.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. A single apple core. A single crust of bread. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, okay. The apple would have composted,
Gunnar
sweetheart.
doesn't
It would have
need friends.
composted.
Already have two,
So.
mug and chair.
Okay. A single apple core? Come on.
Sounds like you take your job
Absurd.
very
I mean,
seriously.
Being a park ranger
that
can
point,
be a
just be
thankless
like,
job, Ms. Drew.
please pick it up
But I
and
know
put it in the
that every
trash.
time I enforce a rule, I'm helping to preserve some plant or animal, however minute,
Okay.
for future generations of park.
Okay. Okay. But also gorgeous. Anyway. Oh gosh. Okay. This is something I will say that I do not miss from the older games, or I hope that it does not continue into Key, is this amount of dialogue options is very overwhelming. Well water.
Do you have
Okay.
something I could use to test the well water at Sally's?
Sure do.
Yeah,
Simple to use, too.
exactly.
Just pump some water into this
And
vial,
write out a full
return the sample
report
to me,
saying I
I'll send it off,
kindly and
in a day or two,
respectfully
you'll find out
asked
whether or not
them
your water's
to
fit to
please throw their
drink.
trash away, and they refused, and give direct quotes. And there you go. Yeah, yes. Well, I don't care so much. Like, I am probably one of the few people who wasn't generally, upon first playthrough, was not angry about the dialogue. Because it honestly felt a little bit more like an actual investigation. Because in an actual investigation, You're going to do some snooping, but you're also going to do a lot of talking and a lot of interviewing. So that part made sense, and it felt more realistic to me. But at the same time, considering it's not real life and it's a Nancy Drew game, I can understand why people were not a fan of that. And also, upon subsequent playthroughs, after already knowing what goes on in that game, you know, then it becomes like, okay.
Does everyone out here have a well?
Alrighty, come on.
Everyone who doesn't want to die of thirst does. Hooking up to a municipal water supply is out of the question. Too expensive.
Also in that one, and I think it's because of the UI, it wasn't obvious that you could skip dialogue. So you can skip it, but it was not very obvious that you could. So it's sort of like sitting there like, oh, I have to listen to all this, when really you didn't. You could just skip it.
What do you know about the pack of dogs that's been terrorizing
I'm
Sally?
hoping that
They've scared her so
that's
bad
one thing that they've
gone to her
improved
aunt's
upon.
in
And if not, then
Philadelphia.
they'll,
Don't tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
if people are still upset about the amount of dialogue, then or like if they don't put it in key and I play it, that's one thing I'm gonna be like, hey, her interactive, I know you're not watching, but no.
Does that mean you don't?
There's always a logical explanation for
Yeah,
everything.
I get that. I have a
Whatever's
theory
out
though.
there,
Made the
I'm
dialogue
sure
more
they're
tedious
no
and
more
annoying
and
is
no
because the
less
music
than
keeps
exactly
going
what
while
they
you're
look
talking.
and sound like.
Oh,
Dogs. Living, breathing, very noisy dogs.
also, not only does the music continue, but sometimes it's too loud. Like, I understand that May was probably listening to her music pretty loudly, right? But, I mean, you couldn't hear her. You couldn't hear her at all. Like, you could not hear her. But, he's going to be better. I know it. I just know it. It already looks better, but like, I think at this point, a bunch of us have said it, that it's mid is like the weird, like, middle ground, just like Stay Tuned for Danger was the weird middle ground. Like you had Secrets Can Kill the Original. And then you had Stay Tuned for Danger. And those graphics. Oh, God love them. And then you get to, I believe it's Message in a Haunted Mansion after that. And it's like much better. And then I think Treasure in the Royal Tower is next. I am very fuzzy on like the order of the games. Whew. But it's like, it gets better. And then over time, like, I think especially if they continue with Unity, which I imagine it was a big enough purchase that they would continue with it for a while. And so long as it continues to exist.
Why do you think dogs would attack Sally's house?
Dogs can be trained to do almost anything.
It will be a lot more consistent in getting better. Right? So, and in a couple years, they may change things up again. Or like in a couple games, they may change things up again and people will be like, and then they improve it with the following game. And it's like, oh, awesome, great. You know, just like Doctor Who. Oh, this doctor's going to be horrible. How dare they cast a woman as the doctor? And she's fine. Writing was crap, but she was fine. You know? How dare they cast Peter Capaldi? Yeah, great. How dare they cast David Tennant? And David Tennant is the best one for a lot of people. You know?
Any idea what would make a dog's
He's
eyes
so
glow
scrawny,
yellow?
and he's also
Something in
an
their diet,
excellent
maybe?
actor.
Some oddball vitamin or
Sorry,
protein.
I digress. Wasn't bad, it was just weirdly overstimulating at times. Yeah. I agree, Carly. Key will be 100% better. Agreed. The only way that it can be worse is if they severely drop the ball in the story, and that seems super unlikely. Agreed. I will say that is something, I don't think they'll necessarily drop the ball, but it's something that I'm worried about because there seems to be a lot going on. I worry that it'll be too much going on. I hope they have the, like, because Key technically had different endings. Technically, I feel like they needed to be a little bit more, they needed to be a little bit more different from each other. Instead of, like, I just feel like they needed to be different from each other a little bit more.
As a park ranger, don't
It'd
you
be
want to
really
know for
neat to
sure what's
have
behind these dog attacks?
like
Do
not
you
drastically, but
always ask
pretty
this many
different
questions?
endings if they're going to do something like that. But yeah, I worry that it's going to be too much and nothing will be solid. You know, I worry it'll be spread too thin. Is what I'm getting at. Yes. It does look like it's going to be a good game, Lauren. I agree. And yes, it all comes full circle back to Doctor. Yes. People will always be mad when they when things. Oh my gosh. Stop and read. People will always be mad when things they like change. Doesn't mean the change is necessarily bad. Yes. Haters gonna hate. Players are gonna play. And haters are gonna hate. Ballers are gonna ball. Shot callers are gonna call. I better stop. Okay.
As a matter of fact, I do.
I'm a very busy
People just
man,
like
Miss
changing
Drew,
genre.
but
Could end up being too
I
muddled and
am here
unfocused
to
if they
serve the
manage to
public.
tie all the plot points together. Then that'd be fantastic. Yes. Ooh. So that would honestly be very Agatha Christie. That would be very just literary in general. Also, like, okay, imagine if they made a game where you could switch between characters, but it wasn't in a sense of like calling each other, but like you get to a certain point with one and it switches to the other and it seems like it's a completely different game and it makes no sense at first, right? Except like maybe you're in the same city. Okay. But then over time things start to come together and you're like, "Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Oh. These are connected." Oh, it'd be kind of cool. It'd be hard to pull off, but it'd be kind of cool. Okay, I'm only going to play a little bit longer because I'm getting a little tired and extra loopy.
I've been trying to take pictures of birds for this guy named Red Knot. Ever met him?
Oh yes, the Birdman.
But the new Poirot game.
I'd stay away from him if I were you.
There could be multiple culprits. I think it'd be really neat if there was like a either multiple culprits or like a singular or like maybe two culprits, but a lot of cover up. So like only one person is really doing the thing, but then everyone else or like a handful of other people are like accomplices in that regard, but not like active accomplices. Just like we're like, "Oh crap, what did you do? Oh, now I have to cover it up. Dang it." You know? Barely got into chapter 6. I can't remember. Ooh. What's the new game called?
Why? Is something
I
wrong
need to
with him?
reread
He's a
some of these
fanatic.
books. They're so good.
He's got it in his head that Moon Lake would be the best birdwatching venue in the world except for one thing. Too many people.
Okay.
Believe me,
Oof.
if there was a way to get this park shut down and all the homes on the lake
Here's
torn
the
down,
thing.
he'd do it in an instant.
It's because he doesn't know what he's doing. It's because he doesn't know what he's doing. Frankly. We have people who go to our local state park who go bird watching, specifically for warblers. And they see them. They go in groups and they see them. You just have to know what to do. And, ooh, it's not the way to do it. Just saying.
What do you know about the cemetery behind the Malone house?
People are buried there. Beyond that,
Honestly, I
what's
have
to
an
know?
idea for making an indie style game, but the Hound of Baskervilles. Ooh. That'd be cool. Doing something wrong, but you have to figure out which one is doing the specific thing you're investigating. Yes. But y'all stringing it together really so not nice. Almost everyone has something to hide. Agreed. Also, did anyone? Okay. I'm not going to get my hopes up too far. So, did anyone notice in their latest? Actually, Carter may have. I think Carter pointed it out. They in their latest. Well, not latest. Shoot, brain work. The video before. Hold on. Yeah, the video before showing the dual, I guess, play styles. Indy's vlog going to Prague. That one. They had a graph out showing Elka. And there were two options, right? Top and bottom. What I find very interesting is that Elka in both ones had 3 outfits. All they were changing was the color. And I'm sure that it's probably, I'm not going to get my hopes up. It's probably just that they were coming up with outfits and they only picked one outfit. But the fact that none of those 3 outfits was the one she ended up in the trailer, makes me wonder if we're going to see her in multiple outfits. I mean, just saying. The Prague vlog. Abby! Yes!
This place isn't exactly your ordinary ranger station,
I don't
is
have my
it?
mug
It's
with
also
me.
the Moon
Go
Lake
buy,
Post Office,
go buy
and
her
it's the unofficial
Game 34
Moon
mug.
Lake Museum of Factual and Natural
Do it.
History. I've lived here all my life, so I can't help but feel obligated to protect not only the area's flora
It's wonderful.
and fauna,
It has a lid,
but also its
and
past.
hold on. Wait, good sir. It has a lid. Okay, so that's really cool, right? A little mug with a lid. Okay, cool, awesome. It comes with a straw. But here's the thing that I really love. Okay, I'm gonna brag on this for a little bit. So I have other travel mugs, right? And other ones that are like the like insulated, like really insulated ones, right? Okay. Now, they work well. Whatever. But they all like they work a little bit too well to the point where like you can't freaking drink your coffee until like 3 hours later after you pour it in there. Okay. This one is a nice balance. It keeps it warm enough so that I don't feel like it keeps it warm, like hot long enough that I don't feel like I have to rush through drinking it, right? To make sure I get it before it's cold. But also, it's not, it doesn't keep it so hot that I can't drink it for hours. Like I'm like, it's comfortable. It's nice. I recommend it. You should buy it. Just saying. Just saying. Go to Clover Shops. Clover Shop. It's technically doable, like you said, though. Just be concept art and nothing else. Yeah, man, people need to buy this freaking mug. God, it's nice. It's gorgeous. I wish I had it like in front of me, but I may actually drink out of it tomorrow. That sounds really good. I'm gonna drink my coffee out of it tomorrow. Yeah. I'm definitely going to be drinking coffee or hot chocolate out of it. Definitely not coffee. Hot chocolate out of it on the 6th when I come back from my break.
Which is apparently rather colorful.
As a member of the law enforcement community, I prefer to dwell on the positive aspects of history instead of on the activities of a bunch of glorified thugs.
Send me a picture. My Instagram. Yes, your Instagram does have a period between the two words. Which is silly. And Maggie, I feel your pain. I once knit Toothless, the Night Fury. Same issue. Same issue. It's ridiculous. Someone needs to create either black polyfill. No, someone needs to make like colorful polyfill that does not cost significantly more than regular polyfill.
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Not at all.
Toothless. Yes, I made Toothless and the Light Fury. No, I did not create the patterns. Mama doesn't know how to create stuffed animal patterns. But you just don't want to go get it. I don't blame you. There is black polyfill? What? Where? Where do you find that? Why did I not know about this? That's genius.
Thanks for all your help.
Like looking around
Always
right
a pleasure. Oh, and
I'm
one
actually...
last thing. The deer mouse population has boomed this year.
I think I'm going to call
so
the game
take
for the night.
precautions if you're cleaning out any area where they may have nested. They can carry some nasty diseases.
Thanks for the tip, Ranger Acres.
Yeah, man. Okay, I say that as if I know. Save. Oh, hey, I have another game. Okay, it's gonna be boring because I need to know which one to pick. Stream. No, I'll just do tweet. Retweet. Oh my god, my shoulder is not happy with me right now.